Guys, what's going on? This is 3W Sport Fishing. My name is Will, and I wanted to share with you today a really inexpensive fly rod, a shorter fly rod than most probably have in their quiver. But I wanted an inexpensive fly rod, something small, something for backpacking, throw it in the kayak, keep it in the back of my truck, and this rod just fills the bill perfectly. So check it out. This is the Featherlight from Eagle Claw. Model number FL30066. It's a 6-foot 6-inch fly rod, fiberglass. It's for a 3 to 4 weight line, and then we got Denver, Colorado, USA, established in 1925. On the label, it gives you some information about a warranty. You got a 1-year warranty. It's a factory defect. You send the whole rod back to them. If they determine it's a factory defect, they'll send you a new rod. If it's not a factory defect, they'll tell you what it's going to cost to get a new rod, or however they're going to handle it. But some of the features on this rod are just absolutely insane when you think about the price. So I'm going to hold off on giving you the price for those of you that don't already know, and we'll go over some of the features. We've got really, really nice wraps. Yellow thread with a gold accent. It looks fantastic in the sun. Here's a look at some of the wraps on the snake guides. If you were buying a really expensive rod, the wraps aren't perfect. But for this rod, at this price point, they're just fine. The chrome on the snake guides is nice and smooth as glass, and they do what they're meant to do. They get the job done. Here's a look at the tippity top. Again, real nice. We got the yellow thread with the gold accent. And then we'll jump over to the base of the rod, or the grip. Got a holder right there, a hook holder, or to keep your fly when you got the rod assembled and you're moving from one spot to the other. Really nice cork grip. It's got a rubberized cork front and back, and that'll keep the cork from breaking out or deteriorating prematurely. That grip should last a long time. Is it perfect? If I was buying a rod in a fly shop, expensive rod, I wouldn't be too thrilled with the cork, but it's really, really good for this rod at this price. A Rosewood reel seat. What? You gotta be kidding me. A Rosewood reel seat on an Eagle Claw? I don't think I had a Rosewood reel seat when I started fly fishing about 20 years ago, until I dropped probably about $250 on my first, what I call expensive fly rod. So that's a really impressive feature. Up-locking hardware, really nicely finished. The very end of the rod, or the butt section. And there we have it, made in China. That's the only place that it says made in China. It doesn't say it anywhere on the paperwork or the description section here on the rod. So it is indeed made in China. But hey, one of the other things that I really like, it's got a measuring tape. It goes from the first wrap just above the label. There's your first guide. And then your first snake guide is when the tape measure ends at 18 inches. And then here's a look at the ferrule. Really nice. And here's the male section that plugs into the ferrule. There was a problem, I guess. Some people had a problem with the tip section getting loose. This fits really snug. It's a rubberized piece right on the end here. Fits in and it stays put, even with aggressive casts where you're trying to get some distance. Not a problem at all. So that's the 6-foot 6-inch Featherlight from Eagle Claw. It's got all those features on it. Hook keeper, nice cork grip, Rosewood reel seat, really nice up-locking hardware, nice wraps, yellow wraps with a gold accent. The blank overall has a real nice finish. It's got a I'm used to a really fast action rod. This rod flexes like way down into the the lower section, just about down into here, below the, right around this section here below the first guide. But for a rod this size and the fish that I'm pursuing with this rod, which is mostly trout in the, 12-inch range, maybe 13, 14-inch range, probably some smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, perch, some smaller pickerel and things like that here in the Northeast. It's not a problem. It's actually, I kind of like it. It really, you get a slightly bigger fish on this, and it's a ball. I mean, you feel like you're fighting a shark. So I highly recommend this rod. $25 on Amazon, shipped to your door. I don't think you can beat it. Check it out. It's great for backpackers, campers, kayakers, just casual fishermen, guys that aren't, crazy into it, guys that want to get into it, want to get their kid their first fly rod, get them out on the water. Just an excellent choice. Great features, great quality. Highly recommend it. Thanks for watching 3W Sport Fishing, guys. Tight lines.